you about our lives, basically.
Yeah.
I may sound very stupid right now. And that's because I went to VidCon and I had a meet and greet and I touched a lot of faces.
Yeah. Did someone spit in your mouth? Because you have a giant sore in your mouth.
I have a giant sore in my mouth.
And it makes David sound like a 7-year-old boy. For the last 3 days, he's been interviewing people for his vlog. Like, okay, so what happened at VidCon?
No,
it's
but
not the same hard-edged David with the lisp, I have to say.
I'm just making fun of Jason. Jason, you're so old and ugly. Yeah, it doesn't have the same like edge to it. You're right. No, but I'm sorry if I do sound very weird. That's just because I'm really sick.
See, this is what I like in podcasting. David didn't want to record today because he's so vain and he's so...
Vain?
Yeah,
what does vain mean?
What does vain mean?
Yeah.
Vain is like, you like love yourself and you like, you want to sound good and look good.
No, I mean, I want to make sure they can hear me and they can understand me.
They can hear you.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You sound cute.
I sound cute?
I guarantee you people will be on Twitter like, I love the way David had that blister on his tongue. Can we get a photo of the blister? Is it getting bigger? I actually like David. I like the way David sounds better. I prefer it with the blister.
No offense, but I hate David without the blister. I go back without a blister. People just stop listening to the podcast. Yeah, let's talk about VidCon.
Let's do it.
That was like the big thing. We just went to VidCon, and VidCon is a video convention where basically, which fun fact, that's what it stands for, video convention.
I didn't know that.
Did you actually not know that?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, well, that's what it stands for. Basically, it's where you go. It's where we go and meet a bunch of people. We meet a bunch of brands. We meet a bunch of our followers, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Not apparently. We don't get paid for it, which is kind of tricky to me, kind of understanding that concept, because I don't want to come off as like a douche where I'm like, hey, you guys should pay us for meeting our followers, because that sounds really like fake.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely, like, I'm not just saying this for whatever we're doing here, but I really love meeting people. Like, it's one of my favorites. But just being in a meet and greet line, like, listen to me. Like, this took out 3 days of just, like, me being comfortable.
How did you get a blister on your mouth from a meet and greet?
You know what's awful about meet and greets is there's so many people and so many germs. And then there would be girls who would want to wear my hat.
Oh.
And the camera guy was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
What camera guy?
Because this is like a meet and greet where they take a picture.
Right.
Yeah.
It was much more organized than the one we did at Playlist.
It's really organized, but it makes you feel so uncomfortable because these girls pay money to come. These girls and boys pay money to come see me and take pictures with me. And then they get there, and it's literally like the quickest picture ever, and they're just shot off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't even get to talk to them or anything.
Because the one we did in Orlando, we were like sitting and talking
you can
and
talk.
doing gags. And,
Yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun.
The security at VidCon started yelling at the kids if they would take too long. They'd be like, come on, next, next. They get really mad. And I guess, it took a really long time, but I guess not long enough for this virus to come into me. I don't know how quickly this virus got right into me. But someone was sick. Someone that met me at VidCon was sick.
You got to take care of yourself, David.
I am taking care of myself.
No, you're not. Last night you should have went home. You sat and you filmed last night.
Where?
We were at your house last night filming. You've got to take care of yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. I hate to be that guy, but someo's got to do it.
You mean my dad?
I'm looking out. Your mom and dad aren't here right now, so I'm going to fill that role. You got to start eating right. You got to go to bed.
I am going to bed.
No,
I get at least 8 hours of sleep every night.
You do?
Yes, I go to sleep at 2 and I wake up at 10.
Then why do you sound like you're 6?
Because I'm stressed out. Okay.
I want to talk about VidCon, but I also want to say.
Let me go back to VidCon.
All right, go
Do
ahead.
you think they should pay us, or is that scummy of me to like say that?
I just think it's like a blurred line there. I actually got an email from somebody, because we had talked about this before. Random person sent me an email. It was kind of a haughty email. It was like, well, just for your information, the people who run VidCon, they make educational, they have an online educational website that's free, and that's where a lot of the money goes for VidCon. That was what they were saying. I don't know if that's true or whatever. Sounds like it's a pretty genius idea that you would just take all that money and...
I talked to someone that works for VidCon, and I'm like, why don't you guys pay us like in the nicest way possible? And he's like, because we don't want you guys to feel like you're coming here just to get a paycheck. We want you guys to come here and meet your followers genuinely.
Yeah, right.
And yeah,
and we don't want you to feel like you're getting some of our money that's in our bank account. We would hate for you to feel that way.
That's exactly how I took it as too. But like I understand VidCon's fun. It connects. I sound so cheesy, but it does really like you get to talk to a lot of people, and it's like people come to it because it's VidCon. If it was like, you know, Maxatour or like some random tour name,
Yeah.
then they
Maxatour.
gotta pay because you're bringing all the people. But people just